Hey English 101 students, in this lesson we're going to talk about adding and omitting words for clarity. Now, the tough thing about this is that by virtue of being in a college level classroom, you're probably a pretty good reader, and you would easily skip over some of these errors that are made because you understand how to read between the lines. But the burden of writing well is on us. And so when we want our reader to understand us and our writing, we have to make sure that we do it grammatically correctly. And that's why I do this lesson. So the following four sentences each have a grammatical error in them. And let's go ahead and look at how we can make them better. In the first sentence, it says, I saw the tree I climbed as a kid was gone. Okay, so here's the challenge with this one. In this case, we have subject, verb, object. I saw the tree. That's a complete thought. I climbed as a kid was gone. Not a complete thought. Plus, how can you see a tree that isn't there? Well, you can't. So what we do is we add a word here, and it is that. I saw that the tree I climbed as a kid was gone. And now you have, I saw it was gone. And it makes a little bit more sense to the person who isn't necessarily as strong of a reader as we are. In the second one, I've got a problem with verbs. The politician never has and never will accept a bribe. When you have what's called a compound predicate, never has, accept, oops, do you hear the problem there? Never has accepted. You have to finish out the verb in the tense that it is before going on again. And you know, we hear this so often done incorrectly that sometimes it almost seems like it makes sense. And we certainly knew exactly what the writer meant. But again, it's our job to make it clear. In this third sentence, we have a problem with articles. And what are articles? Those little words that we put before nouns, a and the. Here I have a giraffe and elephant played. Well, here's the problem. This article needs to apply to both the giraffe and the elephant, but we know that we don't say elephant. And why? Because elephant begins with a vowel sound. And the article that we use before a word that begins with a vowel sound is an. So we're going to use an. Could I also say the giraffe and elephant played? You bet. It still would be correct, and it would be a good way of correcting the grammatical error that is in the current one. How about this one? Lori has more shoes than any teacher. Well, first of all, that's not true. But there's another problem here. If I have more shoes than any other teacher, does that mean I have more shoes than myself? Well, logically, that's what that means. So we need to add a word here, and the word is other. Lori has more shoes than any other teacher. That also is not true, but it gives you an idea of how you can make your sentences better. Try the exercises below, and it's a PowerPoint to look over as well.